Yes.
I mean, he was like right in Stipe's face, and Stipe was like, I mean, that was such a great match, even though obviously it didn't last very long. But I mean, he took a few on the chin real hard to get in there, and
for Stipe, that's got to drive him fucking crazy. Like he's been tweeting a lot.
Why wouldn't he get a straight rematch straight away? I mean, there is even supposedly talk of McGregor getting a rematch when he got pretty much handled everywhere.
I don't think there's real talk of McGregor getting a rematch. I think the real smart money is on Tony Ferguson fighting Khabib next. That's the smart money. I think
really hope that
Dana's
happens.
been saying that. I 100% believe that Tony Ferguson deserves. I don't think Tony Ferguson should have ever been stripped. I think he should still be the interim champion. I mean, the guy fell while he was doing press and tore his knee apart. 6 months later, comes back and destroys Anthony Pettis in a spectacular performance.
What a fight!
Woo!
But Pettis was great too.
Fuck yeah, he was.
But
he clipped him.
Tony's just a warrior. I mean, his cardio never runs out. He throws weird stuff with everything you can throw. You don't know what's coming. He apparently
got upset that we called him a weirdo. Like, I guess he's sensitive. He apparently got upset. I said he was a brilliant weirdo, like when he was on his way to the cage. But I meant that 100% complimentary. The guy wears ankle weights at the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what. I mean, he uses a Wing Chun dummy. He sets up all of his camp, like his training equipment. He sets it up himself. He puts the mats down. He builds his own like heavy bag hangers. He puts up like chin up bars, all that shit. He does it himself. He's like,
I think
he does
weirdo sounds like it's unfamiliar to the average training regimen.
Yes, that's what I meant. I meant it complimentarily. I'm a huge fan of that guy.
I am too. I think he's awesome.
I also think that he is the toughest test for Khabib because of his cardio and because of his versatility, because he could fight really well off his back. I mean, he submitted Kevin Lee off his back to win the title.
Yeah.
He's got a fantastic Darce choke, and his ability to hold guys in his guard and recover if he gets clipped. I mean, he's the most dangerous guy at lightweight for Khabib, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He just never gets fucking tired. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
And Eddie, Eddie trains him. He's one of Eddie's students. Eddie says he's never seen anything like it. He said this guy work out 6 hours a day, full clip. Everybody else is exhausted. He keeps going. They're doing sprints up the hill. Tony laps everybody, keeps going.
Yeah.
His cardio's off the charts.
It's freaky.
I wonder if that's a Mexican thing, too. I think there's a lot of Mexicans that have amazing cardio. I really
Mayans, do. Right?
I don't know what it is, man. I mean, if it's a running thing for sure, but I mean, if you go back to
maybe
like Julio Cesar Chavez,
eats tons of maca.
Maybe. I mean, Gilbert Melendez said that once too, that it's a Mexican thing, this cardio, because Gilbert's always been known for his crazy cardio. Yeah. I really wonder if there's like certain ethnicities that have an advantage, or at least a better starting point. And then it's all hard work from there.
Yeah, maybe there's some genetic thing you can prove from the way the blood holds oxygen.
Diego Sanchez, he's another one.
Diego, yeah.
Insane cardio. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a fun thing to think about. I mean, you go back to boxing in particular. I mean, how many great boxers had fantastic cardio from Mexico? You know, Chavez in particular, Julio Cesar Chavez would just wear guys down. The volume of his punching, it would just never stop, just constantly on you, constantly moving forward, bobbing and weaving and throwing shots.
And sometimes as an athlete, like if you're a boxer, you'd have to, even if you didn't have that, you'd have to dig deep and pretend you had that. You know what I mean? Because that starts wearing on the other guy. Like, this guy's never going to stop.
Yeah.
You know? Like I had a situation once. I was super winded. I was really tired in a heat, surfing against a guy in Tahiti, and this heat ended up sort of being like a world title heat for me. And I was losing with like 2 minutes to go, and I ended up in this paddle battle against a guy. And he's a good paddler and pretty fit guy, and we're like head to head. And what happens? Whoever gets back out first, deemed by the judges, gets priority over the next wave. They can have whatever wave they want. And with 2 minutes, 3 minutes left in a heat surfing, that's not a lot of time to get a wave. If the wave comes, you got to be the guy that has priority for it. And we're paddling, and I could feel him just for half a second kind of let up on his paddle, like, okay, I'm getting ahead on this guy. And as soon as he did, I paddled harder. And I was like, to show him like I got more. And he gave up. And I got it. And then I needed like we score out of 10 points, and I needed like a 9. I got like a 9.4 with 30 seconds to go or something. Wow. I didn't have that in me. Like physically, I was like, I want to quit too, you know? But I was like, I got to poker face this guy and make him think I got more, you know? And I really didn't. It was just that choice. Like, I don't care. I'm going to get out there with the lungs burning, and I'll feel bad for 30 seconds, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes I would imagine boxers try, or MMA guys.
For sure.
I don't know. Sometimes you can't bluff that, but
right. Sometimes you can't bluff it, but yeah, for sure it does come up where there's an edge one way or the other. That's a big thing.